What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It is your girl Survivor Speaks. What's going on? It is your favorite breast cancer survivor, and I'm back with a live video. All right, so Chrisean Rock just sat down. Well, the day before yesterday, with the Danza Project, and nothing was off limits. From the lies spread about her to the truth about Blueface. This interview will leave you shook. So watch to the end because she goes there. So now, I was gonna go live late last night, but decided against it. Shout out to the Danza Project for giving me permission to show the interview on my channel and to give my commentary on it. So we will be stopping the interview from time to time to give commentary on the video as per the YouTube guidelines. So I do have the Danza Project information in the description so that they'll get full credit for this video. I love the way they handle Chrisean with kid gloves, but they also took the gloves off. Okay. And so this video and this channel is for everybody, but this video is not to get into my comments and talk disrespectfully about Chrisean. We don't condone any Chrisean slander like that over here. Your opinion and all opinions are respected as long as it is done respectfully. There will be no Chrisean Jesus slander over here. I will say that again. There will be no Chrisean Jesus slander over here. I am not an unbiased channel. I'm going to say that up front. I am a Chrisean Rock supporter. I don't do her content often. But I'm a Chrisean supporter. She's a young woman. We're not continuing to give her a pass. She's not a bad mother. Nobody's with her to see how she's mothering 24/7. I think she's a wonderful mother. This is not a Jaden hate channel. I don't dislike the woman, but I don't mess with her because she doesn't like us. I'm talking to the people that look like us right now. She doesn't like you. And I am going to say this is not bashing her. This is facts. Put in her name in 2020, 2019, whichever year it was. Chrisean doesn't come up in that year. She was nowhere around. It was Jaden, Blueface, and whatever other girl who he was dealing with when she bust out his windows. Let's not forget that. I do have evidence of Jaden laying around drunk, high, IV in her arm, and I choose not to show that because I'm really into uplifting women. But what bothered me was I watched the interview on the Danza Project's channel. Shout out to the Danza Project. Nothing against the Danza Project channel. They did a wonderful job. But I looked at the comments. And a lot of the people in the comments look like me and you. And you guys are bashing this girl saying she didn't answer any questions she did. If you read the description of the Danza Project's video, they tell you the interview was hard. She went there. Now, about her father, it wasn't the first time she talked about her father, meeting him at 7. This is not a new story. What are you guys talking about? But it was the first time she dove into her emotion and explained. And this was the first time that I heard her explain clearly that she met a different version of her father than her siblings knew prior to him being arrested. I don't know how much clearer she could have been. I don't understand what's illiterate about what she said, about what's dumb about what she said. I thought it was quite intriguing. She said, and if people listen to comprehend, don't listen to respond. That's the problem. So this is Survivor Speaks. I get to talk my ish over here. I support Chrisean Rock. I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on, right? Some Chrisean Rock support channels build their channels around Chrisean Rock, dragging Blueface, dragging his mother, dragging everybody that was against Chrisean. And that's how you built your following. But now everyone wants to be unbiased, and now I want to report on this and I want to report on that. It does not. It doesn't feel well for the other Chrisean, the real Chrisean Rock supporters, because it makes us look at you with side eye. It makes us go there. I'm just being honest. I watched people build. I've joined people's channels because you support Chrisean Rock. And I was somebody that at first when I first saw her, I was like, who is this crazy girl? But I did my own research. Do your research. A lot of the comments I saw under the Danza Project video, those people did absolutely no research. It's all on the internet for you to see. This girl has been speaking out about what she came out clearly and said in this interview. She has been speaking out about this since 2021 as it relates to her sister. She's been dropping little breadcrumbs. If you watch the video when she had the anxiety attack with Janet, her ex-manager, the one that's supposed to be doing an interview next month that I will not be watching, she said some things in there. You have to go back and watch and look. That's not the only video. When her baby was in the hospital, when she was getting treatment for her baby, when she was getting care for her baby, when her baby was having surgery, the first surgery, and she told us about it. And she was in the room with him, and she was in the crib sleep with him. Come on, somebody. That was before she made the song with Little Mabu. Do your homework. Oh, she's not getting any help for her baby. We don't know what's wrong with her child. See, this is the thing about a mother's love, right? And let me say this again, because people like to take stuff, clip it, share it, and do all of that. Let me say this again. There is no confirmation that there is anything wrong with her child. And I'm never going to say that there is until she does. But this is something about a mother's love. And I'm going to just take Chrisean Jesus out of this and insert my own children. If I had a child and something was wrong with them, or they had some type of medical issue, in my eyes, nothing would be wrong with my child. In my eyes, nothing would be wrong with my child. A lot of y'all is going to let that go over your head. So what I'm saying is, let me give my child a diagnosis that they don't have, because my children don't have any diagnosis, right? I'm giving my child the diagnosis. So say Survivor Speaks child was born, and Survivor Speaks child was born with Down syndrome. Survivor Speaks child has Down syndrome, but in Survivor Speaks eyes, my child would be perfect and nothing would be wrong with my child to me. People that have comprehension skills and understand what I just said, understand what I just said. You see how they go? People that have comprehension skills and understand what I said, understands what I just said. It doesn't make a difference regardless of how it supposedly happened or whatever. If I had a child and they had something that was going on with them, they would be perfect in my eyes and nothing would be wrong with them. They suffer from this. They were diagnosed with this, but nothing is wrong with them in my eyes. Somebody come on, somebody. You can, the collection plate is going around. You can donate to the show if you like. But for those that comprehend what I just said, you get it. All right. So I am going to just check out and see who is in the chat. Also, we got Allie. We got Nessa C. What's going on, Nessa C? Thank you so much for being here. We got Allie for being here, and Allie has something to share. She does not care. So being that Allie is sharing, I'm going to share it with you. Allie said that's how she sees her baby. She is autistic and everyone thinks something is wrong with her, but I don't think something is wrong with my baby. She just takes in the world in her own way. Perfect. Perfect. Her daughter's autism does not define who she is. So right now, we do not know if there was anything wrong with Chrisean Jesus. No one ever said that. No one ever said that. So we're not going to spread that narrative. So we're going to be respectful over here and give her grace. The whole internet is attacking her. Shout out to the Danza Project for not being afraid and being scared of someone that is not going to do anything anyway. When I say that, I mean, you know, they were the Danza Project said it themselves. Mr. Wackadoodoo reached out to them, and they put out a statement. If you want to get a statement, go to the Danza Project's channel on Instagram. I didn't check to see if it was on YouTube yet because I was running. Shout out to my daughter. She's having her little junior prom today. So anyway, enough about her, but shout out to her for that. But go over to the Danza Project on Instagram, hit that follow button. They have some great interviews there. Shout out to them for bringing Chrisean on their platform because who knew? A lot of people knew, but Survivor Speaks did not. So I did look at some of a lot of their content, and I will be continuing to take a look at their content just because they have some pretty good dope interviews over there. But if you go over there, you can read their own statements. You can hear these statements from one of the young men from the Danza Project about the inbox that they received from Mr. Wackadoodoo. That's all I'm saying about that. And they didn't back down. They're their own channel. They have their own following. Follow them here on YouTube. They have some pretty some good interviews, and they have a way of handling people, and and I like it, and I saw what they were trying to get at, and it's hard for somebody to explain and speak about I don't understand what people didn't get about her saying Chrisean Jesus is her son, and she's trying to protect him from all the other weird people. So she's trying to protect her baby from you. I don't know if you watched the video, and rest in peace to that young man that passed away that was trolling her ex-boyfriend. I don't know if you watched that video, but if you're a woman, regardless of who you are, whether you are someone like Chrisean who is famous and doesn't understand how famous she is and thinks that she can go some places without security. I don't think she doesn't do that anymore, but at the time she did. If you weren't triggered by that video, something is wrong with you. That young man was in the car with a ski mask on and gloves on. And one of you out there in Lululand shared where she was, and he showed up because he was trolling and he wanted clout. Now, I'm not sure how the people that did the DNA test, they're in an accredited lab, and I think that people should just start tagging them in these posts where people are discrediting them, because at this point, that's what you guys are doing. You're discrediting the DNA test that they gave her and the result. And at this time, I think that people should just start paying. All right. So I'm going to just put up this disclaimer. We're going to listen to the disclaimer because even though I got permission to show the video, I'm still going to share my disclaimer. So I'm going to take a break and I'll be right back and listen to the disclaimer. Thank you.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, education, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Smash that like button. Let's go.
All right, y'all, I'm back with that. I hit the wrong button. That's what happens when you're buttonized. I hit the wrong button. So we're back. Let me see, Ali. Let me see if you are still here, because I am not sure if. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, Ali, I see. I just want to make sure you didn't send me a message, Ali. So we're back, and so that's the disclaimer. We're gonna get right into the interview. Ali, I need your help on this. When I play the interview, I just would need you to just shoot me, drop me a one in the chat to make sure that, so I can make sure that you guys can hear um, the interview. YouTube, I got permission to play this interview from the Danza Project channel. They went through a lot to get this out here so that people can do commentary on it, to watch their video on their channel. And if you want to do commentary on it, do commentary on it. So shout out to them for that. All right, so let me just go ahead and turn down my music a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and play the video. Ali, let me see. Let me check my video. It'll always tell me that I'm live, so that's what I'm trying to get. But hold on a minute, y'all. Let me just.
Danza Project, please do me a favor. If you rock with us, hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn those notifications on. We appreciate you. Salute.
This is what I didn't want to show. All right, so this is what I didn't want to show. I didn't want to show the beginning of this video. Hold on, I'm trying to. Hold on, let me take this. Okay, so I got the confirmation that we can hear. Hold on, and I should have just skipped right to past the intro. I'm gonna have to go ahead. I'm gonna edit that out. We're done with the video. There. Okay. So we're gonna bring you on the video. Chrisean is here with all of her personality, just because. Thank you, Ali. So just because she believes in the Lord does not mean that she should lose her personality in the process. You understand what I'm saying? Like that does not believing in God does not mean that you have to give up all things. That's not what that means. Like some people need to go back and understand it again. God doesn't make you. What's up, Lynn Ali? Thank you so much for hopping in. I was gonna send you. Didn't get over. Gotta find out why. Yeah, you probably got to turn on all notifications for the channel here after you for my channel. If not, I'm not gonna tell you a member. So don't want to subscribe and subscribe because I'm not sure you already paid for your membership. So we're not going to do that one. But if your membership happens to run out and you have to renew before you do it, unsubscribe and subscribe. But Ali, if she unsubscribes and resubscribe, will she? She's a member. I don't want anything to happen with the membership. So that's the only reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. So we're going to bring over with Chrisean with all of her personality. I just wanted to tell you that the interview gets pretty heavy if you have not seen the interview yet. Like I said, she's young. We're going to give her grace. There's no Chrisean slander. Ali, next to see if you're still here. Any Chrisean slander, people can have their opinion, but any Chrisean slander, any slander about Chrisean Jesus, we don't support that at all. It's going to be erased and they will be blocked. So if someone, I'm sure we have people from the bushes. I have people that I see that are subscribed to me, but they don't come in the channel, but they do sit in the bushes, and I do see that they do. Share some very interesting thoughts about Chrisean Rock. So even though the Danza Project, I just want to say this, even though the Danza Project gave me permission to play their video, if you share, you can share my video, share that I'm live, you can share the link. But if you share the video, YouTube's going to automatically strike your video. So I'm just putting that out there because there is people that have shared my content. For what reason, I don't know why, but I'm just letting you know YouTube will strike the video on whatever channel that it is. Y'all can fight and dispute and do all that you want. For reasons of trying to review the video so that you can slander Chrisean and do all of that. I'm not gonna tell them to unstrike the channel. So everybody that watches, I hope you are listening, because if you're watching my content, you can share the link, you can share that I'm live, you can do all that. But if you try to do content on my content, YouTube will automatically strike your video. That's the way the distributor of my music has it set up. All of my videos get struck on their own, themselves. There is a list that I have to add them to. So if you're not a watcher of my content all the time and you watch sometime and you miss this part of the video, that's on you. I'm just telling you. I don't strike the video. The way the distributor has it set up, YouTube strikes the video. So automatically, because all of my videos get struck. This one is going to get struck too until whatever. Anywho, without further ado, Chrisean. I like the way Tim Bowman Jr. said that. Chrisean. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna start it off here because we like to introduce you to new fans, obviously, and for them to get to know you from the jump.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to go to another because I have new.
The first thing about your upbringing that I want to know of is, was God introduced to you as a child? Is that why you have that spirit in you today?
Yeah, my mom taught me about God. My first word was hallelujah. Well, that's what she say.
That's a long word to be the first word. You think?
You think I'm playing?
I'm just saying. You think she's lying to you? Is there a possibility that she could be lying to you?
It might have been a version of that. Oh, man.
Mama's on the phone.
I don't want to talk to nobody, mama, right
now. Not too much. Hopefully she answers.
Hey, mama.
Ma.
Hey.
Hey. Can you tell my friends
and Kato?
Huh?
Danza and Kato.
Denjo and Kato. What was my first word?
Hallelujah.
No. Ma, say hi after.
Nah, we heard. Okay, yeah.
You was in your car, your chair, and I was sitting in the back of the church, and you said hallelujah, and I thought I was hearing things, and I turned around, and you said it again with your little lips. The car, your chair.
How old do you think I was?
You was in a car, your chair. I don't know. The time my baby say that, yours was hallelujah. And that's why I was so shocked.
Well,
come on.
Hallelujah.
The receipt.
Oh, so the receipt.
I believe it.
Man.
So, look, clock me again. I'm pulling up thank you, Ma. I love you.
Thank you, Ma.
The best I can say, baby say that. Everybody know that. But yours was hallelujah. And I will never forget it. And me being so shocked, you did it again. In the car you cheer.
All right, Ma. You said it all over again. All right, I love you.
I love you too. Where you come to that?
6 a.m. All right, I gotta go. I'm about to hang up.
Okay, love you.
I love you.
That's dope. I wasn't calling you out on it like that. I was just trying to.
All right, y'all. So I have to do some commentary per the YouTube guidelines. So I want to say right there, right? I want to say that what I admire about Chrisean is that her mother has a past, a history with Shout out to Universal T. Well, you know we got to stop all things when somebody come over here and show some support. Universal T, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. Peer character. Oh, so it's a character. So let me go over here to YouTube to see it because I can't. Oh yeah, thank you so much just for the 5, just because. And I love the just because. So this, if you're seeing the $5 super chat from Universal T, that just means just because. She don't have anything, just to say she's a big supporter of mine, and I appreciate her for that and thank her so much. So thank you so much. Shout out to you. Y'all go over there and follow Universal T with Marie. She has her own channel. I love the way she does her commentary. Everybody does their things different, and so you just have to respect people when they do things the way they do. If you are a member over here, please drop some Survivor bucks in the chat for Universal T with Marie. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Thank you. All right. So I just want to give just a little commentary on the what Chrisean said up until this point, right? So a lot of people have parents that are addicted to some type of drug some way or another, and they're embarrassed. She has never been embarrassed of her mother. As a matter of fact, she embraced her mother, tried to move her mother from Baltimore to Cali. Her mother went back to Baltimore. Her son, her brother brought her mother back to Baltimore. She didn't want to stay. Her thing was she was going to buy her mom a house. And she had an apartment for her in the meantime where she was trying to figure things out. And I want to also say she did not move to California for Blueface. She moved to California because she was in college. Do your research. Survivor Speaks has all of this up here. Like I said, when I first saw her, I was like, who is this silly girl? But upon doing my research, I'm just going to tell you, I was in the fetal position crying when I listened to Rainy Days. Check out her old music, even though she's not doing secular music anymore. I'm still here for it. Sometimes I turn into Petty Ann on my Instagram channel, and sometimes I just gotta drop a little something, turn the comments off, because her music slaps. All right. Like I said, there will be no Chrisean slander or Chrisean Jesus slander in the comments. I've already said a statement that people that have comprehension skills can understand. And I'm just not going to say it again, because Ali said said it perfectly about her daughter. And so for people that wasn't here, just watch the beginning of the video. I said what I said, and I mean that. So let's get back into the video. Let me see. I can hear it through. I gotta watch it through a different channel. Like I said, I got new equipment. Listen, I have to route the video through the new piece of the equipment that I'm using, and I have not done it yet because I just have not done it yet because the person that was supposed to help me reroute it through there, yeah, I don't know. I guess they had more in trouble. All right, so let me go. Let me go ahead and get back into the interview. Shout out to the Danza Project. Y'all go follow the Danza Project. Ellie, if you can get the Danza Project's link for me, please. And I should have got that in the beginning. It's in the description, though. It is in the description. Follow the Danza Project. They do some dope interviews over there. I do have their description in the I have their channel in the description. I did get permission from them to do commentary on this video, so shout out to them.
Start conversation, like right. Break the ice, have the conversation.
Okay, we booked the ice.
Yeah, there you go. That's dope, though. That's super dope.
Not schedule.
So you were introduced to the Lord very young, clearly.
Yeah, because I don't know. I was in church, so that's all I learned was, I don't know. My first word was hallelujah. But when I was a kid, I used to sit in church. Well, and I used to try to learn what he's saying. Like, he used to make jokes, nothing was funny, not really registered.
Yeah.
But when I get in the car, I ask questions like, what do rose again mean? Oh, that mean he died and came back to life. So why he die again? I used to have to ask questions in the car. I don't know. I was so intrigued, but the church at the time, we raised in, like, I don't know. I feel like it was for older people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Catholic,
Yeah, hell
probably.
yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people don't really like church, because you have to find like a church that speaks to you.
Absolutely.
So
Big facts.
I think when I was a kid, I was just real curious about God. We learned scriptures, but it didn't make me feel like I was full. I still was kind of like